Hello, and right here working on our upper bedroom here again. Today we're going to be working on destroying the ceiling here in today's video. Hopefully we're going to get the entire ceiling done and the ceiling in the closet here as well. And then once we have that done, we just got lots of little like cleaning up around the walls, just little bits of plaster here and there, lath, nails, all that good stuff needs to be taken out as well. So we'll see how this goes, Evan. I have not used this technique yet on a ceiling. So far, the technique I use for removing lath and plaster works beautiful on the walls, in my opinion. Not sure how well it's going to work on the ceiling. I mean, we're going to find out here. We're going to use the same technique. So for those of you who have not seen that before, I am simply going to take an angle grinder with a diamond cutting wheel here, and we're just going to cut the plaster into probably squares, I think, on the ceiling, Evan. We did strips on the walls. I think I'm going to do squares up on the ceiling here. We're going to cut it into nice, small, manageable sections. Of course, we're going to have gravity working against us here, so we'll see how that goes. But yes, and then, of course, don't forget, too, along with the angle grinder here, we got a vacuum hooked up to that as well. So we got a dust hood on the angle grinder. That is like the key to this whole operation right there. I mean, is that dust shield. Otherwise, this room, it'd be so thick, I mean, you won't even be able to see anything. You won't be able to see your hand in front of your face if you didn't have that vacuum running. Actually, speaking of the vacuum, so vacuum right here, you folks would not believe like how heavy that vacuum is, everyone. Just from the cutting we have done in this room, everyone. And again, it was not this wall. We got the 3 walls here. Then we got the walls in the bedroom, everyone. That vacuum, I bet you it's half full of just plaster dust, I'm guessing. And again, when you do this, make sure you have a bag inside that vacuum oven. Otherwise, you will plug your filter up instantly. Like in a couple minutes, your filter will be plugged and you will be done. Or your vacuum will be done anyway. Also, speaking of being done, everyone, this is the blade I was using when I started this room. It is pretty much done as well. You can see I don't know what these are called here, everyone, but yeah, they're pretty well wore down. And getting towards the end there in that closet, I was having a lot of trouble cutting with this here. It was getting done, everyone. There wasn't a whole lot of life left in it yet. So anyway, let's get set up, Evan. I've got the ladder sitting in the corner here. I figure we're going to start in that corner, and we're going to start cutting and see how it goes. Okay, well, we got about maybe a third of the room done here so far. Of course, we got to pull it all down yet, but I got a third of it cut. Seems to be going pretty good here so far. I had to adjust the height of the blade there a couple of times, but I think we got it pretty good now. The first quarter there might be a little rough taken off, but this part here seems to be coming off pretty good. And what I have, everyone, is I've got the depth of the blade. So with that vacuum shroud on there, I can set the depth. I've got it so it's just not quite cutting through the wood, everyone. I don't know if you can see up here. I don't know how much I want to stand under this. But yeah, if you can see the wood there, everyone. Bring the camera in. See how that wood's not quite 100% cut through? So that's allowing it to stay up there, everyone. Plus, I'm cutting in bigger sections too, so we're not having all little sections. So the lathe is running this way, everyone. So I'm cutting this way first, and then I'm go this way. And then I'm cutting this way with it, everyone. So when I cut this way, nothing should fall because everything's still up there yet, right? But when I cut this way, then we have the potential that it could potentially fall. Again, just barely cutting through it, Evan. So seems to be working pretty good. I think what I should probably do now is pull this off and then I can move all the stuff I have on the floor here over to that side, and then basically work another third, or I might actually maybe do the third over here first, because I got the light in the middle. Obviously, I want to keep the light up here as long as possible. So yeah, I think we'll maybe start pulling some of this stuff off, everyone. See how it goes. Well, when it's the next day here, I just finished unloading all these containers and trash cans of plaster and wood here. And I brought a second trash can up here as well, and had the one trash can just like heaped full of all the lath there. Had one of those heaped full of lath as well. And then I had, I think it was 7 containers of those white containers there, full of plaster. Didn't get actually as much off the ceiling as I thought it would. I mean, I think we only filled up like, what, 2 or 3 of those from the ceiling. I thought we'd probably fill up more than that, but actually not too bad. A couple things I want to note real quick. I'm noticing like the plaster seems to be sticking on the ceiling lath more than I thought it would. Like the wall, I would normally just give it a couple little whacks or twist a little bit. It falls right off the lath. The lath, again, is the boards, that one. But yeah, some of these ceilings, I wonder, like it's like sticking on there pretty good. I'm like, wow, it's really on there. Anyway, we're gonna get started. I think I'm gonna move on to this third here. I've knock that third off. I'm not sure about the light here, how that's all gonna work out. You know, again, kind of want to have some light up here, so might have to either like cut around that or pull the light down Actually, maybe I should do that first while we have light. I don't know. I think I'll stick with my plan. We're gonna do that third. Again, in there, I have to wait till I get the insulation down. So let's get set up here. We'll start doing some more cutting, and I can't tell you folks how heavy that vacuum is getting. That vacuum is getting heavy, and wow, it's just me or the echo in here, or the reverb, whatever you want to call it. Interesting. So you're even more interested once we have a cathedral ceiling, right, everyone? Okay, anyway. Okay, we're going to call that third of the ceiling all cut. I think it's actually a little more on third here. We got like a really small third left yet. Again, what I'm doing is I'm cutting with the lathe first, and then of course I'm cutting across it. So when we're cutting with it, nothing should fall down. But yeah, once we start cutting across, yeah, you can see we've got a few pieces missing here. Again, I tried to set the depth of them so we're like just barely not quite cutting through, right? But obviously, again, the plaster thickness varies, and that, yeah, it seems to actually really vary quite a bit up on the ceiling here. So some places you are cutting through, other places you're not cutting through at all. Anyway, let's pull this down and start cleaning it up. Well, the room is pretty much naked here at this point. I see I missed just like a little piece right, get my hand, yeah, right there, one. We'll get that piece down here. Also, there's a couple little pieces of lath here and there yet got to pull down. But pretty much 99.9% of the plaster up here is down, walls, ceiling. I think I've got along there. Yeah, I've got a little bit behind there yet. I'm kind of waiting to do that piece of it because once I open that up, that's kind of keeping the heat and dust and hopefully, yeah, keeping this room a little bit more sealed. One thing I want to mention along here, I ended up having to cut the lath along here. Again, I'm on the lath of the boards here. Ended up having to cut those because looks like they go across to the next room. And if you notice something, they really don't have like a real board up there. It's just, I don't know, not sure. Actually, it looks like that's like a ceiling piece. It looks like a tongue and groove. I think that might be a tongue and groove there, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's kind of what it looks like as a top header, if you will. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, they got a real header up there. 2x6 is running across here. Looks like they actually might be a little wider than modern 2x6s. I could be wrong. That one definitely makes a difference. All the lath on there, they're definitely a little more, got a little more give to them. Anyway, we got one more little section to do yet, and that is the ceiling up above the closet here. We're hopefully going to knock that out here real quick. First things first, though, I need to get the insulation that is up there. I think I'm probably just going to end up taking that insulation and setting it off to the side of one. It's just those yellow bats from the looks of it. So I'm going to do that here real quick a minute, and then we'll get set up, and hopefully it won't take long to knock this ceiling out. It's not a very, very big area, and I can probably, I could probably even reach it by hand without having to get the ladder out, which would be kind of nice. Okay, well, I was going to record this last night here when we finished up, but the GoPro battery was dead, so you can see I've got some insulation up here. That is going to be the next video and project here for this room, but we'll save that here for the next video. So anyway, this is what the room looks like, Evan. We are completely all torn down here. Oh, did I miss? There might be one little missing piece up there. Oh, well. Yeah, there's still like some cleaning up we need to do. Oh, yeah, a couple up there yet. Like I said, just need to go through everything yet. Pull some nails down, pull some little wood pieces down there, probably some cleaning up in the attic. Yeah, need to go, I know it's a little dark in here, hopefully you can see this one, but like here, need to go cut those all off. I'm pretty sure those go into the next room there, so I don't want to just like break them off and, you know, potentially wreck the plaster in the next room. Not that I probably care, it'll probably get changed out at some point, I just don't want to wreck it yet, right? Same thing in this case, Evan, too. Pretty sure this goes into be my closet over on the other side of this wall here, so I don't want to just, you know, break them off. We're gonna have to cut them off, and then when we do the closet here at some point, hopefully, Evan, then we'll finish tearing them off. So yeah, anyway, room is done. I hope you folks enjoyed watching the demolition here. You folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And as always, Evan, thanks for watching. Until next time.